Whew. Is this gonna work? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights of all people. It's about to take a shower. This is Easter. My family's going to church, and I refused to go this year. I just didn't want to play with God like that anymore. The reason I say that and surmise it to share with you is that what is Easter really about? They say it's about you know, but what is it really about? It's really about marketing. What happens on Easter? Everybody gets new clothes. Some of them who got money get new cars. Everybody gets gifts and candy and eggs, and many folk, go to church with looking real good and pretty, showing off, and all the kids, and they hide. Everybody have a real good time. And this is supposed to do what? This is all about Jesus, they say. But this is what's going on. And tomorrow, the same thing will take place that was happening a day ago. Not Easter, but the day before Easter. That's what will take place. And all of that that's been taking place is the same thing that has created this world that we're living in. And I decided that I don't want to go play that game anymore. I used to be a child. I bought into that game for a long time. It was taught to me. It was practiced. It was a tradition, and I bought into it. But somewhere down the line, I woke up. I woke up when I saw a better world, when I saw a beautiful world, when I saw a world that I heard a little kid say one time, says, when you're imagining, that's faith. But when things are real, that's not faith. It's like you hear me say sometimes, I believe. I say believe doesn't mean a thing once you know. You put all the belief behind. And so faith, if that's all you got, you fall in very, very short. Because faith is it. Faith put the work in it. And so I'm thinking about this nation that we're living in. I personally want to see everybody experience heaven on earth. But mainly right here, since your mind won't let you go to everybody, the people in the United States of America, all the citizens and everybody that's visiting the United States of America. I want you to have your dreams come true. And if you don't live here and you want to go back home and they don't have that kind of freedom there, then you go back to what you want to be and where you want to be. But for here, this is what I want. And I want it that way because that's the way I see that it should be. And I'm looking at church people and the people of America, and I've been playing a game with them for so long. And they keep talking a smack. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired, but people can't do any more than they can do. They can't do any more than they know they can do. They have been trained, I believe, to not reach out in their imagination. And if they do reach out, they want to curse themselves if they believe that it's possible to happen. And so they sit it on the side. Drives me up the wall. You see, I look at it like this, ladies and gentlemen. When you look at this world, and I look at all these Christian people, you look at the president of the United States, they say is evil. His running mate, many say it was more evil. That's why she didn't win. Just evil. And they're in place because an idea decided that they would try this. They did. And the American people who have spoke so clearly in certain times about who and what they are did a total flip and voted for everything they said they have always been against. Oh, there were people who felt left out in all other things that's been happening, and this was their opportunity to become alive. And in the streets today, on Easter or the day before, you got people saying, Trump, give us your taxes. Everybody in the United States of America has to show their taxes. And who are you? You're supposed to be setting the example. And your example is one of the people practice. You would be the first one to try to throw the book at them. Now, isn't this funny, ladies and gentlemen, and strange? I think about the American people. And I think about the choices that they've been given. I think about how this celebration about Jesus and what it was all about and how the people have missed it and how it relates to all of the things in the world and the things that I'm talking to you about right now. I'm talking to you about what freedom is. I'm talking to you about what Jesus is and has said and is to me, because he can be whatever you want him to be. Look at us. We are sitting here, and when I say us, I'm talking about humankind, from the time it started up to now. Well, I don't want to go back to the time it started because I don't know about that. But at least now, people going through all of this persecution, allowing it to happen, expecting somebody to come into the White House and give them something. Whether it's a Republican or a Democrat, and they are both on the different sides, they want the same things, but they don't believe the other one deserves it. And so they are at odds with one another about the same things. And they get in the office and they can't do what they say they're going to do because it's never been really something that they plan to do. You know, the people who are voting people in office don't believe this can be done. They're hoping. They're voting on a hope. But ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, the thing that tears me up is because this world that we're living in, the devil didn't do this. The dropping of the bombs, the killing of the babies and the old folks and the women and the men, the destroying of crops and planting foods that's geo-produced to kill them. The devil didn't do that. We the people did that. Those who decided that it was a good idea, they played a role. Those who were hired to execute it, they played a role. Those who bought it, they play a role. And those who know about it and don't do anything to stop it, they play a role. So it seems to me like everybody is playing a role. Now, if there's anybody that's not playing a role, it's a person that doesn't know anything about it, thinking that it's blessed food, ice cream and cake, and eating poison. But that's what's happening in the world. That's you. That ain't no devil. Might be an idea. You might say it's a spirit. You can say any doggone thing you want. You can call it a lizard. You can call it an ape. You can call it anything you want. But I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it was your hand. It was your mouth. It was your feet. It was your head. It was you that created this crap. And you sit on your want Jesus to come back. He ain't coming back to free a slave who has the power to free himself. It was given to you at your birth. Just like you created this hell, you can create heaven on earth. At least to this degree. And when I, who have been charged with speeding in a traffic violation, go to court, once they extended the date, ask me what I plead, I will say I plead nothing. I don't give you the privilege of such. I'm here for one reason, to tell you and to offer to the people here in America a better way of life. To offer them peace, prosperity, and joy. Founded in that those things that are coming amongst human beings for survival, like food, like clothing and shelter and education and health care and a job, is guaranteed to everyone. And all they got to do is exercise this, and the heaven they dream of will become a reality in the midst. And no, that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here in this court, to tell you, to offer this to the American people, to put it on the record and tell you, if this is all you got to offer, this, your evil president, that the evil people of this country are people without wisdom put in office. You want me to conform, to continue to conform into this kind of crap? Well, I know you do, but the truth of the matter is I'm not. And what I'm saying is that if this is all you have to offer, if this is all you got to give, and you refuse to do better, then you can have this. I want no part of it. And before I willingly give of myself to claim this as my way of life, to claim this as the only growth and development that I have spiritually, I'll die at your hands, and I won't even try to stop you. You can have this. All of you people who refuse heaven on earth, you can have this. I'm tired. You can have it. Bye bye.